Hi guys, and welcome back to my video. I am Rachel from Rachel Reads. If you are new here, then welcome. Well, firstly, I really apologize about the lighting. I meant to film this a couple of hours ago, but I went book shopping instead. So it is a little bit dark, and the natural lighting has gone down really badly because it looks like there's about to be a storm, so we will make do. Today I am filming a video about the 10 most popular books on my TBR. I got this idea from Nicole from A Beautiful Chaos of Books, and I will link her video down below and up the top there if I remember. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to look on my Goodreads. I organize all of the books on my TBR shelves into its own independent shelf, which is called Books I Own But Haven't Read. Very original, I know. I also have my want to read shelf. That my want to read is books that I eventually want to read but I don't necessarily own yet. I've only been doing this books I own but want to read shelf for a couple of months now, and it seems to be working pretty well. The way I'm going to organize this video is by the number of reviews, so the number of people that have read the book, and not by the average rating, because as Nicole points out on her video, if you only have 3 or 4 people that have read the book, the rating can be skewed a lot easier than if there are several 100,000 people that have read the book. So we're going to go by the most people that have read the book. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the 10th most popular book on my TBR shelf currently is Crazy Rich Asians by Kevin Kwan. So currently 247,320 people have read that book, which is pretty incredible, and it has an average rating of 3.84. I picked this book up towards the end of June, and I have not seen the movie yet, but I do want to. It looks really good. I just haven't been in the mood for the book yet. That is the 10th most popular book on my TBR. The 9th most popular book on my TBR is After You, which is the second in the Me Before You series, written by Jojo Moyes. So this book has currently been read by about 250,000 people. I rounded that up, it just makes my life a little bit easier. So 250,000 people with an average rating of 3.72. If you haven't seen my thrift store haul, I will link it up below. I will link it up the top here. I picked this up at a thrift store. I recognized the name, which is why I grabbed it. Again, I just haven't been feeling that lovey-dovey romantic sort of book yet, but I will get up to it eventually. Let me know if you like this book and if I should read it. Do I need to go back and reread Me Before You? I haven't read that in several years. I don't know. Let me know what you think. The 8th most popular book is Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. So this has been rated by just over 280,000 people with an average ranking of 4.52, which is incredible. That's a really high average rating. I put this on my shelf at the beginning of the year after hearing incredible reviews, but I had so much trouble getting hold of it. I finally have gotten hold of it, and you'll see that in my next haul, which I have not filmed yet. It's down in one of these parcels here. And I cannot wait to read that, but I'm not going to read it until I've hauled it, because otherwise I will forget to haul it, and I cannot wait. So that's my 8th most popular book on my TBR. My 7th most popular book on my TBR is Educated by Tara Westover, and I actually put this on my want to read shelf the same day I put Where the Crawdads Sing on my TBR. I can't really remember what this is about. I believe it's by about a girl who didn't go to school and has but has educated herself and ends up going to college. I remember when I read the reviews, I was really excited to read it, and I have just hauled this in my most recent haul. So have a look at that if you want to hear my thoughts. Yeah, so that's the 7th most popular book on my TBR, and if I get confused and I'm just losing track of what number I'm up to, I really apologize. Okay, so my 6th most popular book on my TBR currently is Pet Sematary by Stephen King. I don't know a lot about this book. I can assume it's got something to do with pet cemeteries. I picked it up because I like Stephen King and I saw it on sale. It's in one of my previous hauls. I can't remember which one. I added it to my TBR on July 9th, so I haven't had it that long. It has been read by just over 350,000 people with an average rating of 3.97, so still a pretty high rating. I think I will get around to reading this pretty soon, but I'm not sure. It looks good, but yeah. The fifth most popular book on my TBR is Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste. I don't know how to pronounce this. I think it's new, but I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry if I'm offending anyone. And I just picked this one up. I have not hauled it yet. Again, it's in one of my little packages down here. I picked this up, I think, after hearing it on Gabby's channel, and I can never remember what her channel's called. I will link it down below. She speaks very highly of this book, which is why I picked it up. It was also on a sale. Yay! This book has been read just over 370,000 times with an average rating of 4.12. Again, I can't really remember what this book was about, but I remember hearing very good things about it. So yeah, that's my fifth most popular book. I don't know what I'm talking about. My fourth most popular book is The Husband's Secret by Leanne Moriarty. I picked this up a while ago when I was reading quite a few Leanne Moriarty books. I didn't particularly enjoy anything that I've read by her, so I can't imagine me reading this anytime soon or wanting to read it. I don't know. It's been read by just over 460,000 people with an average rating of 3.94. If you read this book and it's good, please let me know, because I probably will need a little bit of encouragement to get into it. I don't know, I just didn't really enjoy her writing style, I don't think, and if I hadn't picked all of the books up in one go, I probably would never have bought it. I don't know. Let me know what you think. My third most popular book on my TBR is The Stand by Stephen King. I bought this back in January and I had every intention of finishing it before. I think I bought it on January 13th, and my school went back for the year on like January 27th, and I had every intention of finishing it then, but it is just so big and I just couldn't do it. So my aim is to get this one finished next summer, so reading it just after Christmas time, and hopefully I'll be able to finish it. I do really want to. I think the premise sounds good, but it's just so big that I can't read it during the school year. Like, even on one of the smaller breaks where we have 2 weeks off, I just don't think it's enough time, and it also is so big I can't just carry it around and read it everywhere. I suppose I could listen to an audiobook or something, but I just really haven't been enjoying audiobooks, so I don't know. Is it worth the read? Have you read The Stand? And if so, let me know if it's worth the investment of that time and effort, because it is huge. The Stand has been read just under 550,000 times and has an average rating of 4.34. So my second most popular book on my TBR is 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher. It has been read almost 700,000 times, well, rated almost 700,000 times, and has an average rating of 3.96. I picked this up when I saw it on sale at Kmart. I think it was in one of my first hauls, and I picked it up because I read the TV show and I heard the book was better. Yeah, I've had it for a few months and haven't really been interested in picking it up, but hopefully I will get around to it. Let me know if it's worth the read. And my most popular book is probably one of the books that has been on my TBR for the longest. I added it to my want to read shelf on December 31st, 2014, but I have only picked it up in the last couple of months, like actually purchased a copy, and that is All the Light We Cannot See. So this has been rated and reviewed almost 820,000 times, with an average rating of 4.33, and it's written by Anthony Doerr, and it is historical fiction, and I really want to read this. I just haven't been in the mood, and I need to get myself motivated to read it. So they are my 10 most popular books on my TBR. Please let me know if you have read any of these. Comment down below which one you think I should read next, and I will put it on my next TBR. And I will aim to get it, I will read it as one of my next, it will be one of my next reads. I would love to hear your recommendations. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.